You're tuned to Teachers TV 101. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Welcome back, guys, to yet another video in Microsoft Excel. In today's video, we're going to try and cover the basic concepts that are associated with Microsoft Excel. This is a beginner's course, so if you're not new to Microsoft Excel, this might not be for you. Alright, so let me remind you, we are using Microsoft Excel version 2010 and the operating system is Windows. Alright, so when we start Microsoft Excel, we are going to see a screen looking like this. And if we notice at the very extreme bottom of our screen, we are given 3 sheets: sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. We can put our activity on one sheet, or we can choose to use more than one sheet. If there is a need for additional sheet, we would simply click on this tab here that says Insert Worksheet, and here, when we do that, we're going to insert a new sheet. Alright. Now, Microsoft Excel is basically a grid made up of columns and rows. Right? Columns are labeled using letters of the alphabet. For example, this is column F where I'm clicking. This is column G, and so on. And the row, they are numbered from 1, and it goes all the way up to about 65,000 and so. So here I am clicking on row 4, for example, row 6. Now, the intersection of a row and a column, we call it cell. That is C-E-L-L, the intersection. Now, each one of these cells, they have a unique name, and they are used for identification purposes. For example, the cell that I am in now, I am in column H and row 3. So this cell is called H3, right? H3, the letter comes first, right? So if we are told to go to a specific cell, for example K4, we look where the letter K is and where the number 4 and where they meet, that would be the name of the cell. Alright, now if we take a look at the extreme top of our spreadsheet, we have some tabs. We have the File tab, the Home tab, the Insert tab, and so on. Alright? Now, each tab, when we click on a specific tab, it opens up a ribbon. Right? For example, this is the Insert ribbon. If I click on the Layout, get a different ribbon. This is the Layout ribbon. Each ribbon is divided into different segments. Let's take, for example, I am on the Insert tab, right? I will have a section called Tables, and it gives me different tables. Here's another section that calls Illustration. Another section here, we call it Chart, right? So it is being sectioned. It is being sectioned out. Now, under each section, or under some of the sections, we might find what is called, or what I call, a launch button. When we click onto that launch button, what it does, it expands the sections so we can see more options. Let's take, for example, this chart option here. I am seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 charts right at the moment. If I click this Launch tab here, I'm going to get a lot more options. Alright, so it's not just 8 charts are available in the chart section. There are a lot more charts where we can choose from. Alright, so that's basically the launch button. Now, when we go down below the ribbon, we're going to see a section, we call it the name box right here. And what we find in the name box is the active cell, the cell that we have clicked on, the cell that we're going to work into. The name of that cell will appear here. So if I click here, I'm going to click where my mouse is now. Notice it has changed now to cell E5. If I click somewhere else, it's going to move from E5 to G8. Alright, and we can use this to move faster or to get to specific cells. We can jump from one cell to another by typing in whichever cell we want to get to. Let us say I want to get to J300. I would type J300 in the name box, and then I would press enter on my keyboard, and there it takes me to J300 here, column J, row 300. Alright, if I need to get back to A1, the first cell, I could type A1 here, press enter, and there I go into the A1 cell. Now this other section of the spreadsheet here is called the formula bar, and this is where we can type formula or text. Not just formula, we can type whatever we want in a cell. So the data that we are typing in a cell, it can be typed in the cell itself, or we can go to the formula bar and type whatever we want. Let us say I want to type the word names. I can type it here, and if you notice, it is being typed as well in the cell that I have clicked in. Alright. Now that we are a bit familiar with Microsoft Excel 2010, join me in my next video where we're going to do some actual work in Microsoft Excel. But please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment, good or bad. See you in the next video.